Beginning.
Just first 30 seconds.
Okay. So you're saying there's a chance if we win these two games and Whitehorse loses their last two games, including a game against Arbutus this afternoon, in which Arbutus would be the favorite. They're 3-0 already. And Whitehorse loses their last game tomorrow morning. We will be through pending winning these two games. So let's start with that. Brady Rose coming in a breakaway shot. Taken, save, made. Oh my gosh. So hopefully you don't lose your internet. Colleen and Jim, welcome. Why were you good?
I forgot my water. Vernon.
Yes. So right now I'm flying without a net. I don't have my other phone to look things up. So I'll fill it in as we go along. But that's the bottom line to me is we have a game today. This morning, we have a game this afternoon. And if we win those two and catch a little break in a couple other games, we're through, meaning at least, if nothing else, we're mathematically alive. I think it's for the best that we have our two games before we know the results of those other games. Meaning, if we could take care of business here and go 2-0 in our last two games, we at least have a rooting chance. I didn't even know that. All right, so I'm going to say Winfield. Winfield is Winfield / Greater Vernon. In the Okanagan, where the Vernon Vipers play. Look at him. He 5 black jerseys around him. Gets a wraparound attempt. Comes up to Cole Wakeland. He smartly threw it back to where it would have been a goal had that Winfield player not blocked the shot. He had the goalie moving to his right, threw it left. You could tell it was going posting. Good pressure here from Kerry Park to start this first period. We're 5 minutes into this first period. Wes McKinnon down low, working hard, pinned against the boards, gets it free towards Jasper Smith. It comes up to a Winfield player who's able to clear the zone. We have a good morning, Dave and Linda, and all our viewers. Granddad, Papa, everybody, nice to have you. 6 minutes into this one. I see we have Elliot Roachinette for Kerry Park Islanders. That's Colton Knight with the puck, swings it around. Finley Dion and Weston McKinnon over there, but it's Winfield who sends it back in deep. Colton Knight back on it. Alexander Savage in. Nice edge work there. Picks it up on his backhand. Tight little pirouette. Gets us going up the right way here. Bounces off the stick of Duke Drinkwater. Drinksy, he turns and gets it in. Nice recovery by him. A lot of black jerseys back. But good pressure by Alexander Savage. Causes a turnover. Good pressure by him. Threw it back towards Colton Knight, who pinches in, but the Winfield player able to get it, send it back deep. It's going to be icing if it makes it. It does. Good play there by Duke Drinkwater, Colton Knight, Alexander Savage to earn that icing. Nice to hear the KP cowbells out this morning. Nice clean face-off win by Kerry Park. Wow, good hockey there. Forces a nice save by Winfield. Clean face-off win by Cole Wakeland to his right winger, Jackson Reed. Gets it back to Finley Dion. He gets a good shot off. He has a good shot. But nice save made by Winfield. The Winfield goalie. So off a face-off, I'm noticing that we do have some line jiggling here. 3 goals in 2 games, I think personally, for what it's worth. That's very worth trying. We have a very gifted set of 3 trios of forwards. Did you guys hear that? He called for the pass and then he went, oh no, when it was intercepted. So it looks like, we have some different forward combinations. I thought it was due to changing on the fly, but it being a whistle, we're able to put out who we want here. So it looks like on right wing, Weston McKinnon, left wing, Jasper Smith, and Alexander Savage going to center this line. I like that. It has promise. Weston McKinnon, such a playmaker. Oh, takeaway here by Winfield. Oh, chaotic play. That's the outside of the net. No goal. That was scary. I could see it was the outside of the net, but anytime the twine moves, it still makes me nervous. Winfield a little quicker on these loose pucks right now. Well played by Zariski. Winfield trying to draw a penalty, and Landon removes his stick to make sure he doesn't get a penalty. Shot right from the middle slot. Save made by Roach coming in front. Rebound comes out. Dangerous second attempt. Swallowed up by Roach. Woo, you probably heard me hold my breath there. The dangerous little sequence down there by Winfield. Quick little look at the jersey this morning and the bench and the coaches. Draw one by Cole Wakeland over to Brady Williams. Duke Drinkwater, the left winger on that line. So you know what? I called them the grit line yesterday, and that works for me. So I think the grit line's still intact here. Comes back to William Hamilton. He lets it go. Save made to the corner. Comes back towards Silas Gagne. Effective pinch down low. Winfield gathers well in their own end, don't they? Makes sense. All these teams are good and well coached. Nice little touch pass out in front by Drinkwater to Wakeland. He got it to Brady Williams in front. He was getting hit from behind, almost got the shot off after all. That's the 3rd time, I think, already we've had an interception like that lead to a dangerous play. So nice save again by Roach. You can see the frustration on the Winfield captain. Again, that's another instance of Winfield jumping on those cross ice passes. So that's something that Kerry Park can look for as we go forward here. They're obviously very effective at that. Something they look to do. You can see that already. So we can counter by being careful of that, pushing more north-south than east-west. To this point, able to keep them off the board on those breakaways and those 2-on-1s like this, but it's a dangerous game to play for sure. It's a lot to ask your goalie, and D and Ford's chasing back, catching up to the play. Not really sustainable. Another good chance from down low. Elliott Road seems to be on his game today. If any of his teammates got to bed before him, I'd be surprised. Dad hunkered down with him last night, too. Made sure he's ready to go for today. He got his low sugar honey nut Cheerios and scrambled eggs ready to go. Bananas and strawberries on standby. Good sleep, good nutrition, good preparation, good coaching foundation, good team. Of course, he's ready to go. This whole Kerry Park team playing well again today. You never know these early mornings with the time change. The clock's moving forward here. 6:45 wake up. Most of us were driving here. It was as dark as 3 a.m. Not necessarily an early morning for these boys or us. We're used to it, but dark. But I'd say all these guys look warmed up, woken up to me. They know the stakes. Ooh, pass deflected in front. Dangerous shot. The kids know that if they don't win the next two, they're eliminated. So they'll be focused. I think that was just an early whistle on the icing, not a penalty. Yep. So it's going to just come back on an icing. I see the numbers are down a little today. I kind of expected that might be the case with the 0-2 start, but hopefully we'll give those people reason to come back 2 days from now for a semifinal. But first things first, 9:17 to go in the first period here, 0-0 against Winfield. We're in a situation where if we don't win our next two games, that's the end of a pretty special season, and we don't want that to happen yet. This sure seems like an even game here, back and forth. Both teams are putting nice plays together and creating chances. You can hear the referee. Get out! Get out! It's offside. Morty. Hey, Mike. All right. Fresh as a whisker. Is that an expression? Oh, there's someone behind unchecked there. Good job by Landon Zariski to jump up and take away that pass before it got off because there was a Winfield player unchecked behind the Kerry Park defenders. Yeah, Alexander Savage came flying in there shoulder first, and referee was looking, so he's going to call that. Brady's trying to draw a retaliation penalty. Smart play by him. You can hear the Winfield parent down there yelling, leave it at his kid. Good try, Brady. Try to get it evened up, and look, you can see he's under the Winfield player's skin already. You saw him yesterday draw not just one penalty, but two. Trying to do that again. I don't know how that kid's that smart. But when you take a penalty to try to entice the other team into a silly retaliation is a pretty smart thing to do, especially at this level, and it often works. Didn't there. So Kerry Park going to the penalty kill for 2 minutes. They'll be doing it without the services of Alexander Savage. Oh, my. And Jackson got away with one there. I think that might have been called had we not already been shorthanded. So that's him out there killing the penalty with Jack McKamey. Team doesn't do well when they take penalties. The last thing Elliott said was he said on the pillow, Dad, we go how our penalties go. And I said, I know, son, I know. You'd see it yesterday. 5-on-5, we tended to carry the momentum, and I've lost track of how many of our goals were shorthanded, but key goals and momentum shifting moments of the game. That seems to come out big for us as it has all season. And we stay at the box, we seem to win as we have all season. So I agreed with that observation. I did. Well, they know the team's better than we do. I'm actually surprised how much these players can observe when they're down in the fray. 1:11 to go. As you look at the number 11 jersey up there behind the bench. Never truly shorthanded with Xavier. in the hearts of these boys. Came up a lot last night as well. His birthday is the 20th of this month, so an emotional time again. And as we go through these milestones the first time, it brings them even more to heart, and that's a positive thing, and we embrace that. Nice recovery by Elliott on another steal. William Hamilton in. Way to be Hammy. Assist. They don't give official assists on saves, but give William Hamilton one on that save. Woo! Rhodes got enough of it that it fell down in the blue paint. Next man in was going to determine whether it was a goal or not, and that was William Hamilton. Great job by him. 12 seconds to go in the PK. Real good chance created there by Winfield. Yet another turnover. They're really quick to jump into those passes. Okay. Alexander Savage jumping in the left side of your screen. That's him there. So we're back to 5-on-5. William Hamilton and Colton Knight out there on D. Brady Williams right wing, Ollie Scow left wing. Alexander Savage natural center. So 3-4 he stays on. Brady putting pressure on the blue line. Shot in, deflected wide by Alexander Savage, skillfully on his backhand. Over, battles, gets the puck. He's done that a few times already today. Gets it out of the zone. Back in by Winfield, but offside. Oliver Scow absorbs a hit, no penalty. Oh, what a shot by Alexander Savage. You can see why the Winfield fans and players are congratulating the goalie on that one. That was a fast glove reaction from in tight. A beautiful save on a beautiful scoring opportunity by Alexander Savage. I would not be surprised if he grabs one today. He seems to be going out there. The penalty even might have been a result of the of enthusiasm. Oh, this child is allowed a late change because his net guard is loose. Tuck that one away, kids watching. If you really need a change off, you go, oh, my net guard's loose, and off you go. Nice play by Finley Dion to keep the puck in. See that passing lane just erased by Brady Williams, forces a ring around, which allows Colton Knight to get up and give some pressure on the breakout attempt, which muddies it up. And by the time Winfield gets it out, Kerry Park's able to put it back in. Winfield, I thought, was going to get an icing there, but is waved off. Nice pass from his knees by Colton Knight. Gets it up to Alexander Savage. Brady Williams in. These guys at the end of it. Feels like a long shift. Drinkwater in. Nice shot by Drinksy. Those are so promising because when they're rolling and flopping over to his stick like that was, great pass by Brady after a good battle. He from his knee gets it to Drinkwater in perfect position, lined up, big wind up release. Puck fluttering, did go up. Well read by the Winfield goalie, save made. We're looking at some good hockey here. We're down to 4:44 to go in the first period already. Feels like there could have been a few goals either way, 2 or 3 on either side. As it is, we're at 0-0. Good communication there. Someone said Finley up. Arm does not go up on that play. Play continues. Not suggesting there should have been, just letting you know, as I think the referee was out of the camera. I realized yesterday that I don't point out the officiating when it's positive, only when I maybe don't agree with it, and maybe I should, because I think the officiating this tournament's been excellent. I know I mentioned it once yesterday, but oh boy. Your breakaway here, number 5. Good positioning by Roach. Well played by Roach, but outweighed by number 5. He's able to go around the outstretched left pad of Roach and tuck it in. One too many breakaways this period. Damn breaks. That's 1 goal for Winfield. I'm trying to read the name on the back of that player's jersey, but it's black on black, so I can't. Number 5, good head of steam. Clearly a big, strong skater. I thought it was really well played by both players. Just a really nice goal. 1-0 Winfield, 3:50 to go in the first. Kerry Park yet to lead in this tournament. That being the case, as is so often the case, I'll be quiet here for the announcement. Number 5, I believe you said Elliott, from number 3, Casey Clark. Wow, nice play by Landon. Puck comes to Jackson Reed. Oh, nice shot. Nice blocker save. Puck still loose. Cleared out at least momentarily by Winfield. Landon's a risky, playing strong over there on the boards. He started that off over, got the puck to Jackson Reed. Back on side. McCamey's got it with a good head of steam. 0 to 60 as fast as anybody in this league. Oh, what a beautiful pass. Finds Atmore. Atmore with a nice rising shot through bodies. Gloved by the Winfield goalie. High hopper. Got off his feet to snare that one before it got to the shallow left field. Nice shot by Atmore. 3:01 to go in the first. That was a real nice series of plays there by Kerry Park and came in on that. Boy, he picks up that puck from his standstill and he's just going, huh? Those legs are moving and off he goes. Goes by his players who were already moving and got out. And beautiful seeing eye pass out to Atmore, who's here again. He's got a good shot. That time he didn't have a chance to get it up. Number 12 on Winfield up on him. Nicely defended by Kerry Park. Jackson Reed again. You know what? I like that. We've been going high and the goalie's been stopping everything. Try a nice low shot. Let's see. Drinkwater. Williams. Shot along the ice. Promising. Left pad save. Williams. I don't think he embellished that one at all. I think he got bulldozed. And Drinkwater not knowing Williams was caught deep. Williams having been knocked over. Late getting out of the zone. Good job by Kerry Park. That'd be Alexander Savage staying on side. Good hockey by this trio again. Brady without his stick down there. Can't do much about this. 1:53 to go in the period. Sariski on it. Fights off one attacker. Second comes in. Gets the puck loose. Whistle. Tripping. But we had the puck. So is it on us? It is indeed. Landon Zariski going off. Oh, I don't like these ones at the end of the period. 2 minutes for tripping. Hopefully we start the second period on the PK for 17 seconds. Beats the alternative. So with 1:43 to go, Kerry Park will hopefully get to the end of this period shorthanded. Weston McKinnon taking the draw. One cleanly by Winfield back to their left D. Pressure put on there by William Hamilton. He's out with Silas DeGagne. That's Jasper Smith getting the puck. Fourth player out there on the PK. Clearing attempt intercepted by Winfield. I wish we had a goal for every time I said puck intercepted by Winfield. They're very good at jumping in these passing lanes. Ooh. Alert saved by Elliott there. I thought Silas was going to play it, and then he left it for Elliott. Elliott was ready for it, covered it up. I should say Roach. Roach covers it up. Whistle blown, 1:22 to play. 1:39 to go in the penalty. 1:22 in the period. Winfield a clean possession off the draw. High stick! High stick! High stick! I'll be honest, I have no idea what's a high stick. It was definitely deflected. I was hoping to draw a conversation with the liney. Who knows? It might lead to a no goal, but goal deemed good. So with 1:10 to go in the first period, power play goal by Winfield makes it 2-0. You hear the announcement there? Nobody else was contesting that it was a good goal, so I suspect it was. It was a Hail Mary on my part. It's a do or die game for Kerry Park. So even the fans and the camera worker here is pulling out all the stops. Arm does go up. Kerry Park drawing a penalty at the end of the period, which is nice. 47 seconds to go in this period. So a goal here would be big, wouldn't it? And if not, we'll start the second period on the power play, which might help with momentum there. So nice, timely power play for Kerry Park. Way to be heavy! William Hamilton continuing his productive first period. Jack McCamey taking the face off. Oliver Scout to his left. We got Jackson Reed to his right. Size to Gagne. Puck comes to him. I actually didn't hear the goal announcement, but the assist went to Winfield's number 4. Little too hot there. 35 seconds ago in the period. Nice one-touch pass by Oliver Scow to Jack McCamey. 21 seconds ago. I think it's a penalty. All right, good. I think we got an even up here. Fans on both sides yelling. Yeah, okay. Cool your temper is what Winfield's yelling. So maybe that guy takes a lot of penalties for Winfield. Oliver Scow going off at the end of the first period. Just 11.5 seconds to go here. So that's going to be offsetting. So that's not going to change anything from the situation previous to that. Enough.
Yes. It's like lined up and you're like, don't do it, don't do it.
He did it. They did yesterday.
Are you there?
Nope, I'm not. I shouldn't stand next to the camera. All right, we have 11.5 seconds to go. If we get a quick face-off draw win here, but no, it's Winfield that gets it. They do have time for one rush. They figure about 10 seconds is long enough to get a good rush off. We're at 2 seconds. Winfield bench yelling to feet. William Hamilton gathers it up, smartly just skates it at a dangerous way. Gets the end of the period. Poor Ollie. I tell you, man, he's the strongest skater, and yet he's fallen 5 times now. So I would check. I bet he has one little chip on that blade. So we'll be on the Kerry Park. We'll be on the power play for 1:14 when we come back for the second period. What I'm trying to do here is look up Winfield's results to this point. So if you'll allow me a moment to do that, if you're interested, I'll share that.
Yeah.
You know what I'll start with first is the standings, because that'll give you a general idea or a better idea of what I was talking about in terms of what we need to advance. You want to hold your sign up on the camera, Penny?
No thanks.
No thanks? Okay. This is our pool, Pool A. What's that? Yeah. Do you want to be on camera or off camera yourself? Olive wants to be on and you want to be off? Is that okay? So if you want, you can just hold it up, but I won't put you on unless you want to be. Right? Oh, they're going to get their other photos. That's talked about that yesterday, how much I love the sibling posters. So we have Penny Scow and Olive Williams.
Happy St. Patty's Day.
Oh, happy St. Patty's Day. From our fan of the game yesterday. So on camera's okay?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Only all of them.
Okay. Honestly, if you don't want to go on, don't go on.
I don't want.
No. So why don't you hold yours in front of Olive? You want to be on, right? Not in front. Oh, why don't you hold it over your face, Benny?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, but we can't see it. Okay, so I'm gonna turn the camera. Right? You ready? Yeah, they're standing here like they want to be on. Okay, so that one says "Go Ollie, Kerry Park number 10," and then yours you have 2. The first one says "Go Ollie number 10." Oh, the whole team. Oh my gosh. Here, let me zoom in on that. The one in your left hand first. There's no rush here. Let's. Oh, look at that. She has all the players on there. And the first one I saw, number 11, Xavier, beautiful. Number 6, Len. You know what? I read the roster now. Can I use this to read the roster out?
Yeah.
And then we'll hold this one up too to look at it. Nice. Number 3, number 10. That's Brady Williams and Oliver Scow. So now, you don't mind waiting while I read? Okay, we're gonna go through the Kerry Park roster in a very special way here. I was handed this by front runner for fan of the game. All right, this is the roster. Your Kerry Park Islanders. Got you got a pieces of paper because it's bleeding through the light, just to block out the light. This is fun. Normally, I just read it off the internet. This is way better. All right, so your Kerry Park Islanders, number 10, Oliver Scow. He leads the league in having cool little sisters, tied with Brady Williams. Number 91, Henry Atmore. Number 5, Finley Dion. Number 3, Brady Williams. Number 9, we got Jackson Reed. Number 19, we have Jasper Smith. I'm jumping around here. It's like trying to count bodies while they're moving. Oh, Linda and David say hi, Cheryl and Olive. Oh, that's nice. Number 6, Landon Zariski. Number 7, Alexander Savage. Number 14, Cole Wakeland. Number 41, Weston McKinnon. 24, Silas DeGagne. Number 33, Hunter Clutch Campbell. Number 17, William Hamilton. Number 16, Jack McKinney. Number 90, Duke Drinkwater Drinksy. Number 88, Colton Knight. And last but first numerically, number 1, Elliot Roach. You guys are awesome. That is the best roster read we've had all season. Grandma and Grandpa got to see it. All of us agreed to wave to Grandma and Grandpa. This is the highlight of the game, in my opinion. Thank you, girls. That's awesome. You guys are great. You guys are great. Thank you for that. Well, how wonderful was that roster read? I'm going to give you guys a round of applause.
Okay.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
When I wrote that you were doing the game,
Oh.
they said Deborah was going to do this and whatever, and then my parents said yes.
Thank you. Yeah, I certainly do appreciate all the I get more than a compliment a day, and I know I don't merit that, so that's really kind of people. And you know, it's something ultimately I really truly enjoy doing. So I appreciate there's people on the other end, and it's really special to be able to have my father-in-law on here and my father. So I know it is for other grandparents as well, and pretty cool stuff. Okay, so here's the standings for Pool A, which is really all that matters. These 5 teams in Pool B. Seed 1 will play our second place team, and their seed 2 will play our first place team. But unless that's us, Pool B is really irrelevant. I haven't even looked to see. Well, I'll just look quickly here and see. This is Pool B now, so I doubt that's showing up. But at 3-0, you have Squamish. 2-1, you have Powell River. 2-1, Powell River. Wow, they won their first 2 games 5-4. Both games by the same score. First game, they're down 2-0, went up 3-2, it's tied 3-3, ended up going to overtime, ended up going to shootout in their first game. And then their second game, that beat Dawson Creek 5-4. Terrace, 1-1. So some teams have played 3 games clearly, and some teams have played 2. Trail is 0-2, and Dawson Creek is also 0-2. So going to our pool, we have Arbutus Club at 3-0. Would be best for us if they won out. In all likelihood, if our day does not end today and we manage to win in the semis, the odds-on favorite is that's who would be waiting in the championship. That's the team we played in the first game, and yes, they beat us 9-2. But I think on our best day, we could have a coin flip game against that team, and I would love the opportunity. So they're 3-0. If they go 4-0, that's good because it kind of hogs some wins up top. Number 2 there, again, I don't know if you could see this or not, is Whitehorse. So the 2 teams that beat us are the 2 teams in front. Those 2 teams are playing later today. Quinnell, spelled Quisnell, but I'm told it's Quinnell, is 1-1. So wait, no, 1-2. 1-2. So in theory, if we're 2-2, well, we play them this afternoon. So that for us to win 2 in a row, well, that would mean they lost 1 and they would end up 1-3. We'd be ahead of them. This Winfield team we're playing right now, they're also 0-2. Wow. So if we win out today, we're going to be 3rd or 2nd. You feel like a guy that would know it exactly. We win our 2 games. Do you know? We win our 2 games. Is it not just that we need Whitehorse to lose their 2 games?
Because we'd be in a tiebreak for Whitehorse. For the tournament. Oh, wait a minute. We both 2-2.
And maybe this.
I think we need.
So it's kind of like.
I think what we needed.
Yeah.
Janelle to bring us. Right now, Whitehorse is 2-2. We're 2-2. Quinnell is 1-2. Quinnell is 1-2.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So in theory, if we win out,
No,
we'll
because
be 2-2. Quinnell's 1-2.
Quinnell's 1-2. We could create a 3-way tie. Whitehorse and Quinnell at 2-2. No, we can't, because in order for us to get to 2-2, we need to beat Quinnell. So we'll put them at 1-3. Would leave us tied with Whitehorse. I don't think I can. I don't think.
It'd never be like. I don't see like. I like, but then I'll take because.
Whitehorse,
We lose that head to head.
Whitehorse plays. No, Whitehorse is 2-0 right now, right?
Whatever she.
They lose today.
He got the number. And it's actually been, he's like, oh.
They lose today, but 2. Right.
So I just always said, oh my gosh, why haven't I said that? You don't hear my alarm. You know?
I was trying to figure out if.
Well, I got the name.
They know?
Yes.
Anyway,
I was actually texting.
unless they screwed up the time first time.
Day in bed and then I watched
So I don't see it half. I don't.
way and then the thing that got in my mind. It's inside.
Small victories. And yeah, unless we win anyway.
Sorry?
Focus on winning. Yep. Okay, I don't know if the mic picked that up. My tone probably picks it up. We are all but mathematically eliminated after all. But maybe I'm wrong. And the only way to make that matter is to win these 2 games. The only way to make that happen is to first win this one. So that'll be our focus, but it would take too much, I think, for us to be mathematically alive. I mean, mathematically, if we win by 15, I think we're through. Morning, man. That's a bit of a downer, but that's the reality. Life on life's terms, as they say. And from where I stand, I can't agree with the hockey, minor hockey, and people are results based. There's some general grumpiness from some of the especially hockey dads, right? But that's just, I can't even go there. I just can't even find this to be anything other than amazing. We know we're playing against the other elite teams in the province. We knew that coming in. I think it's been a great experience. I think the teams played well, and if I think the teams played well and the players have done as well as they can. Hey Everett, do you want to do an interview on the second intermission? Talk about your right? Let people know. Right on. That's something to look forward to. All right, stick around a second intermission. We have a special interview coming up with local hockey legend. Might as well tease it. No, that's a tease. Yeah, you stick around and find out who it is. There, I'm learning. Look, I'm even doing teases. That's play hockey. Kerry Park start the second period on the power play for a minute 14 or less, hopefully less. Down 2-0 to start. Get the puck towards the net. Not a bad idea, especially on a fresh sheet of ice. Winfield player playing cheering from the bench there. Reminder, we have a couple of offsettings there as well. So you do see Oliver Scout in the bench in the penalty box, although that's not up top. There'll be two Winfield players down there if they stand up. That's why, even though there's one penalty on the board, those two players will come out at the same time. The Gagne, nice shot. See the goalie looking right into his blocker. Nice save down there. Textbook. The Gagne creeping up the half boards, gets it down low. Savage there battling for it. Winfield able to clear it, but not out. Yes, out. Breakaway coming here. Short-handed. Number 5, the goal scorer on the previous breakaway. Tries the same move. You're not going to beat Elliot Roach with the same play twice. It's a Marty Brodeur principle. When he got scored on, he said, nice goal. You beat me with that once. You're not going to beat me with it again. But from the player perspective, that's exactly what you do. That's a Tom Brady principle. I'm going to keep doing the same thing until you prove to me you can stop it. I think that was the right move for number 5. Didn't work there. Play remains 2-0. Whoa. This is shorthanded by Winfield. This pressure down here. Penalty coming up. No, he was the referee just made a mistake. He meant to indicate play with a high stick, but he put his arm up, which indicated penalty. It's minor little. Oh, yeah, smart play by the Winfield player not to go offside, but because it's back to 5-on-5, it's icing. Not the prettiest start to this period of that power play for Kerry Park. Winfield having more pressure than we did, that Kerry Park did. How good was that intermission, huh? That's the best roster read of the season right there. Great signs, eh? Very sweet, very sweet. Listing all the players out like that. Oh, nice little feather ahead by Jasper Smith to Jack McCamey. Backhands forward, but off the net. Well held in by Colton Knight. And yeah, I'll just elaborate. If the mic picked up my conversation with that parent who's angry at the officiating, I don't believe that every official across this province who's never heard of Kerry Park or these players has it out for us and is looking to call more penalties against us than the other team. It may be that we're taking penalties. I just don't believe that in every game the officiating crew has it out for us. And as long as the players have that attitude, they're not going to find the solution, which is quit putting yourself in position to get called for penalties. Winfield gains the blue line, but not much more as Finley Dion and Winfield player collide and fall, leading to a jilted positional structure here. Nice play in front by Colton Knight to tie up the Winfield player's stick to take away the shot. And again, that time, Finley Dion. Great defense by Finley Dion and Colton Knight, taking away two dangerous slot opportunities. Wes McKinnon rubbed out on the boards. Jack McCamey throws it back just out of the outstretched backhand of Colton Knight. That will not be an icing since it was Kerry Park who passed it. So Roach turns and throws it up towards Dion. Battle down there between those two. Whoa! Holy smokes. We saw one of those down in that net in the first period from Winfield. That was not a replay with the color tint change. That was the other jersey out there. Henry Atmore saying, nice glove save, Elliott. Nice clean face-off win by Cole Wakeland over to Duke Drinkwater. He gets it out with Jackson Reed. Jackson offside. The whistle will blow and face-off will be out the zone. Lock in, Kerry Park. Let's go, Islanders. Let's go. Woo! Come on, guys. I think we played our best hockey these first two games in one period. The second period, though, in my opinion, first 3 minutes, have not barely been Islanders hockey. So let's see if these guys can get it locked in. Nice save by Elliott. Seems to me pretty clear that that number 5 there is our most dangerous player. Nice play by Atmore to clear out a very dangerous attempt here. I think Jackson Reed can outpace anybody, so he's going to have a clear breakaway. And he buries it. What a beautiful shot. When he started, even with the two Winfield players, you knew he was going to get by them as the players bang their sticks in support. He's just too big, strong, and fast not to get free. From there, you knew he'd have the breakaway. What was the finish going to be? Well, you saw for yourself. It was a beautiful hard shot to his right, the left of the goalie. It seemed like it was in the back of the net before he released it. It had so much velocity on it. You see Oliver Scow looking up at the scoreboard. That 2-1 looks a lot better than the 2-0. Kerry Park on the board. They call it unassisted. I couldn't go back to my mind and recall how the puck got to him. I got so excited. Maybe it was a giveaway or takeaway, or maybe it was a pass up that wasn't credited, but it's called unassisted. Brady Williams coming in. Brady cuts the bill, gets free. Oh, nice shot, nice save. How big would that have been? 2 back-to-back to tie this up. Nice play by Brady to get the puck and then make his way to the center slot area. That's where you want to shoot from. He got a good shot off, but you could tell the goalie anticipated well. Penalty coming up here. Don't give it back, Silas. Don't give it back. All right. Cool. We're going to the power play here. From the point when I said we weren't playing Kerry Park hockey for the first 3 minutes of this period, well, we sure have the last minute 21. A goal, a great attempt by Williams, and now a penalty drawn down low. I didn't see who drew it. Was Brady on the ice? Good chance it was him. But I didn't see who it was. But Kerry Park carrying the momentum there, and as so often is the case, that leads to a power play opportunity. Jack McCamey taking the face off. Somewhat scrambled. Jasper Smith in to support really nicely, but Winfield able to dig it out and clear it out. Roach out to play it for the third quick touch of his puck handling period here. Nice passing between McCamey. Hamilton! Shot taken, save made. And Weston McKinnon over there on right wing. Those three creating a great opportunity. You know what? As well as this Winfield goalie's playing, I don't think that it's fair to expect of him to hold down the fort against these great chances if Kerry Park can keep creating them. So if they keep doing that, they're going to start going. 1:35 to go in the power play. McCamey wins it clean, gets it back to McKinnon. He was looking where he wanted to shoot it, didn't notice the puck rolling up and over his blade. Regathering here. Taken by Winfield, cleared where Silas DeGonge will go down and gather it. You see William Hamilton out there with him. Good support over there by the winger, Dak McCamey. That's him down there. Not only came down from the stretch pass position to the half wall for an easier outlet, but when he saw the pressure, he came down to support behind the net. Great hockey by Jack McCamey. I think Silas is going to get this. Yep. Nicely done by him to throw it towards the net. What a beautiful little play by Silas DeGonge. Jack McCamey, little backhander. Jackson Reed has it. Throws it in the slot. Well tied up by Winfield. Shot to the net, deflected. Goalie made the adjustment, made the save. 33 seconds ago in the power play. William Hamilton shot deflected. Rebound cleared out. That was McCamey that got the tip on it. They gotta watch this number 5 coming out of the zone free. Someone just plaster that guy, shorthanded or not. Just stick to him. Paper mache him. Nice pass up to Jasper Smith. Whoop! Jasper tries to make a move. Doesn't quite work. Puck's on the zone. Cole Wakeland hustles. Keeps it in. Nicely done, Cole Wakeland. Jackson returns. Shoots at Jasper Smith in front. Takes the forehand. Backhand for the finish. What a combination of players there contributing to that goal. Jasper Smith was all over that shift. Silas DeGonge. I lost track. There were so many beautiful plays put together there. That was a good 2-minute plus series of plays. Cole Wakeland kept it in on the line for sure. Jackson Reed was involved. It wasn't a power play goal. The penalty had just expired. You could tell they put out their number 5 here after a goal to try to get it right back. Our number 5 says, no, you don't. He paper maches him exactly like I was hoping somebody would do. Great defense by Finley Dion. Great job by him, though, to get it out right in front. Elliot Roach making it look easy today. Both these goalies have made saves. I don't think they have any right making. I don't know how this game is 2-2 right now. But it is, and that's a lot better than 2-0. So Kerry Park into it. Back into it, tied. 13 minutes to go in the second. Brady Williams from his belly. What a beautiful pass that was. Comes back to Alexander Savage. The goalie stopped it, but didn't know where it went. So Oliver Scow gets it. You see the skating I talk about? That was beautiful. Looked like Sidney Crosby there, skating backwards. I apologize for talking over the goal announcement. There's no warnings on those. And by the time I realize what's going on, and it's not just noise, it's past, but I'd noticed Jasper Smith throughout that shift doing a lot of great things. And then eventually, I'm pretty sure it was him that scored, right? Oh, wow. Not a great puck position on his stick for that player down there, but able to get a pretty effective backhand away. Nice to see Finley Dion down there, not doing anything that could even tempt a penalty call, but clearly frustrating the Winfield players. We're the BKB! Wow, okay, well, 12-14 to go in the second. We're back to even up. Great hockey all around here, hasn't it been? Both teams. Take away here. Jack McCamey screaming down the left wing. He has a man in front. It's Weston McKinnon. Shot taken, save made. Beautiful pass by McCamey. McKinnon all along got a really good shot up. Save made. That shot was tipped so skillfully by McCamey, but went wide. And then on the follow through, again, is so often the case when you're putting on pressure like that, you draw a penalty from the other team. In this case, it was McCamey. You hear the crowd yelling, keep doing that. Way to BK Park. Great pass, Jack. What a beautiful play. McKinnon taking it, screaming full speed down the slot, still managed to get the shot away. That's 4 or 5 goal-worthy saves that goalie down there has made to keep it 2-2, but now he's going to be facing a shorthanded situation for 2 minutes. Roach stumbles a little bit on the way out of the net, so he runs the interference. I love it. Accidental interference. You play with the D that he has in front of him all season. You pick up that skill. Nice pass by Zarisky. Allows McKinnon to one-touch it up to himself and chase. Gain possession down below the goal line. Nice, tenacious defense on him, so he pokes it ahead to McCamey. Gets a little bit free, enough to get it to Degagne. Degagne's shot! Oh, some action in front of the net. Save made. I don't think the goalie released it. I think it sort of came out of his pad. I would have blown the whistle as well. He held it long enough that the ref thought the play was dead, but so as that puck comes loose just after the whistle, so the face-off will be in the Winfield zone with 11:13 to go in the period, but 1:27 in the power play. Kerry Park really pressing now. But the conversation I had with Elliot this morning, I mean, you know, you're at Provincials. When you think about the goaltending we faced, best goaltending we faced all season, or we haven't faced better goaltending, I'll say that. Oh, here we go. Nice play on the line by Zarisky. Smart didn't force a pass, which would have been an interception. Now McKinnon has it down low. Oh, shot in front off the skate of the defender over to McCamey. He gathers. His momentum was pushing him where he wasn't able to gain a passing lane. So he dumps it where Zarisky could get it. Zarisky did, got it loose. Out front, shot taken by Jasper Smith, and the rebound put in by Weston McKinnon. Talk about all 5 players on the ice contributing to that one. Landon Zarisky, side to Gagne. Jack McCamey, Weston McKinnon, and Jasper Smith. McKinnon, the one to put it in. But all 5, but get 4 assists on that play. And 1 to the goalie down there. Why not? He started it. He touched the puck. Woo! But all those little plays all over the ice mounting. McKinnon keeping it alive. McCamey on the half boards, not forcing the pass. Zarisky not forcing the pass, keeping possession, waiting for opportunities. So much skill and patience and hockey IQ went into that goal. What a beautiful goal. McKinnon and Smith contributing on the put-in. But everybody out there playing Kerry Park hockey, and I can live with that. Dixie shoots. How did that? He must have got a piece of it, or did it hit the post? I thought it was in. Reed with a shot. Rebound. Save it again. Puck still loose. Whistle blows. Oh my gosh. Jackson Reed and Duke Drinkwater all over that. Wow. What happened on that shot? Did you see? Oh.
No.
I said this looks red.
It
I don't know if it was a curveball or maybe the shaft of the stick. Oh, I do not know how Drew Drinkwater's shot did not go in. Wow, we are 5-on-5 hockey. They just haven't taken the penalty off there yet. Right. The third goal for Kerry Park, McKinnon from Smith and McCamey. Talk about a big Mac goal. McKinnon from McCamey and Mac Smith, the honorary Mac. Way to be, Elliot. Keep it up, buddy. Woo! this comeback being led by the offense. Oliver Scout with the takeaway. Gets it over to Alexander Savage. And again, teamwork plays off Oliver Scout. He's been doing it all season. He jumps up on the play and causes turnovers. When he's focused, there's none better. He got it off his backhand to Alexander Savage, who has more finish than a dish detergent. You know he's going to put it in. Great play, Ollie. Great play, Ollie. Woo! Alexander Savage with the nice finish. And just like that, in the last 8 minutes of this game, when Carey Park put it back into Carey Park gear, 4 unanswered goals to go up 4-2. Oh, the shot went off the stick of the defenseman and rose up unpredictably. Elliott on the first read off the stick was going down. The shot went up. He was able to adjust and make a save there. Wow. That's all that eye training. Yep. You can see that coming. Battle in front. No lack of effort. Good defensive play by Carey Park, but the puck was bouncing. The sticks were swatting at it. It happened to come out in a way that you could tell if it went to a Winfield player, it was going in, and it did. Elliott Roach was out to play it. But you know what? As we're going back and forth here, this feels a lot better than it did just 10 minutes ago. So let's see if Carey Park can get the next one here. If I get my camera tech in to try to adjust the camera, I'm aware of the situation. I'm doing my best. All right. There we go. Think we're good. Well, you know what? If you told me 10 minutes ago we're going to be at 4-4 with 8:11 to go, I would have taken it. So here we are. That might be the first one Elliott Roach wants back. I'm not saying it was a bad goal. It was a good goal. But I've seen him normally save those. So you can see him replaying in his mind what he needed to do to make the save. Lock in. 0-0, never more true than now. 4-4. Little past halfway in this game. And now Jackson Reed coming in. Cole Wakeland somehow that stayed out. I couldn't tell you how. Again, we're the recipients of a quick whistle. I've said this before and I'll say it again. I don't know why the game of hockey doesn't have this official hold his hand up when the puck is loose to say don't blow the whistle and lower his hand when it's covered. So the official on the back side who's told to blow the whistle when you lose sight of the puck knows if the puck is loose or not. And that's at the NHL level and everywhere hockey is played. It's a ridiculous rule. It lets the play continue. You want more scoring? Allow the play to continue when the puck is loose. It would hurt the goalies, but it would help the players and would help the game, in my opinion. So number 7 and number 5 really showing up all over the Winfield score sheet here today.
Okay. Camera on my phone.
Playing Candy Crush, probably.
Working.
I know. She's working. She'd be a fan of the game again if she didn't get it already yesterday. And well, nobody's going to beat out Penny and Olive after that intermission. But so again, goal scored by number 7, 7 and 5 all over their box score. Save made. Roach unable to hold on to it, fell down, and dangerous little moment after that, but all good. You could hear the fans behind me perhaps yelling, "Don't bring it in the slot like that." His nerves rise here. 4-4 with 6:49 to go. Ontario residents know 6:49's the lottery. So who's going to win the lottery here today and take this game? Alexander Savage carrying it down here. He collides with Brady Williams, which I was going to say may allow Winfield a breakout, but you see Gagne right on number 5. Exactly what I would like to see happen. Good defense, Silas Gagne. Good coaching over there, coaches, I'm sure. So Oliver Scow turns and takes a difficult puck right along the boards on his backhand and is able to play it out and over the blue line. Nice play by him. Clearing attempt this time by Alexander Savage is tipped up and out of play. So we'll have a face-off and a whistle probably around that in front of the Winfield bench. Okay, so I have the results from Winfield's game. Quinnell, who will be playing later today, beat Winfield 8-5 in their first games. And in Winfield's second game, they played Arbutus Club a lot closer than we did, apparently, and lost 5-1. So they've had good results. It also speaks to the strength of Quinnell. And when you look at when I research these teams, they are they are ranked higher than very many tier 1 and tier 2 teams around the province, including our team. So it really goes to show like this is. What's that? Did you hear me give the shout out? Really? I did on one of the earlier saves just a moment ago.
One of the eye care.
Why is she here? Oh my gosh. Well, shout out Couch and Eye Care doing eye training with Elliot Roach all season so that he can make saves like that. Woo! What better ad for Couch and Eye Care in Mill Bay, British Columbia, Vancouver Island than that play there? To my therapy graduate, Elliot Roach. That's why they got his picture on the wall. Keeping it 4-4 with 5:22 to go in the second. Big save, Elliot Roach. I don't know if you heard that. Another parent behind me made the comment, not having heard mine earlier. So it just occurred to her watching the play because it does jump out to me sometimes. He has tracking at a superhero level compared to mine. That's good defense in front. That's Atmore doing that. Tying up the number 7. He peels off for puck support as Cole Wakeland tries to get it out. Good battle between those 4 players. Puck comes into the slot. For Carey Park gets it up to Jackson Reed. I mentioned when he starts a race time, it's as good as a head start, and he does it again. I have mentioned how many times have I mentioned he can take over a game, and he seems to have decided to do that here in the second period. His second, I'll call it breakaway goal, but neither started as a breakaway. I'll say it again, when Jackson Reed starts a race, even up with 2 other players, he's going to win it. And again, he had another beautiful finish. How beautiful are those 2 goals? But he carried Park up again by 5-4, and after a really stingy first period. But I mentioned it could have been 5-5, 5-4, 4-4. So many goals could have been scored that period. We have an onslaught this second. I'm not that surprised. These teams are both pushing really hard. It's still been fantastic goaltending. Quick whistle there. Quick whistle. I had turned away in self-satisfaction over the timing of that comment and that save, and I didn't notice if Roach had dropped the puck or if he played the puck. And I'm sure he played the puck, which is nice to hear. Hang on. Stick to side. So Jack's second of the game is from Landon Zarisky. Oliver Scow just a little ahead of that play. Good discipline, Ollie. That's got to be hard when you think you have a breakaway and a whistle goes, and it was a light whistle. I didn't even hear it over my own yelling. And Scow held off, didn't shoot at the net, tempting an unsportsmanlike. So good play by him to get free. Little too soon, but then to pull back the reins on the play. Good hockey by Scow. Unfortunately, just a little bit offside. Puck comes to Jasper Smith. Goes forehand, backhand, forehand, gets it loose. Save is made, but there for the rebound is Jack McCamey. Jasper Smith, the high fives are flowing. His third assist of the period, if I'm not mistaken. Way to be Jaspers! Woo! And then McCamey there, following up the play. He always knows where to be. I did not see what happened from there, so my guess is save was made. Puck was in front of the goalie. Smith found a little space there. Way to be Jasper! Woo! Way to be Jack! What a period by Jasper Smith. Doing stuff off of the score sheet too, but I am pretty sure that's his third assist for this period alone. Him and Jack McCamey, Weston McKinnon doing it together all year, working in concert. McKinnon with some points in this period. McCamey with some good defensive plays, and there a goal. These guys, what would we do without them? I don't know why the camera's shaking. I'm not even touching the tripod. Wow. Oh, they gave the assist to McKinnon, but unless I'm wrong, it was Smith, but it may have been McKinnon. Those players do blend together for me because they're just three all-stars out there working in concert like this. McKinnon has it down low, gets it to McCamey, shot taken, save made. Jasper Smith with the put-in, stolen by the Winfield player. Give that player a save like Hamilton's play earlier. 6, 4, 8 goals in this period, and we're looking at fantastic goaltending. We're just seeing amazing puck support by both these teams. Great passing. Winfield got lucky on one there. Got to say, Winfield unsuccessful in their attempt to draw a penalty on the feather contact from Silas DeGonge went down, but the ref didn't fall for it. Here's Jasper Smith again. Nice play by the defense of Winfield to stop that slot pass across to McKinnon, who was waiting back door on the other side. Paul Wakeland jumping on. Gosh, he does that a lot. He's so strong defensively in the offensive zone. Gets a turnover. Smith's still out there. He tries to get it out to Jackson Reed in front. He's tempting fate by following through on that penalty, but the arm is down. Or on that play, tempting a penalty by following through. But the arm is down. No penalty. Play continues. 2:20 to go in the second. 2-goal differential. How are we up? We're up. We're down. We're tied. We're up. We're tied. We're down. We're up. Woo! If you didn't let me look at that scoreboard, I'm not sure I could tell you the score. Wow. Cheryl, Olive. Look, guys, they're both doing it now. They're all on screens. Oh, that's the best play of the game right there. 10 goals scored, and that's the best play of the game. How many big saves on both ends. Even the goals we're getting are off from nice Winfield plays. A 3-on-1 here. Finley Dion plays it well, but the puck comes loose. Woo! Look at that defense there. A 3-on-1. He does what he can to make a manageable save for Elliott. Make no mistake, that was solid goaltending, but the opportunity to make that save definitely set up by Finley Dion's play on that rush. Good teamwork between those two. You saw it yesterday, Hunter Campbell and the D working together. See it there again. Finley Dion assist on that save. Look at that breakout passing. Click, click, click. The last one just misses the outstretched stick of Duke Drinkwater, so he's into forecheck now. Jackson Reed out there with him and Cole Wakeland. Finley Dion, another nice play, keeping it in at the line. But these Winfield players like to leak back for sure. And in fact, if you watched our first 2 games, you know that happened a lot to us. So I wonder if that is a consequence of scouting or just where the play is going now at this level. To be clear, what seems to be happening, and I pointed it out a bit with Arbutus, it happened a lot yesterday as well, that as soon as someone on their team gains possession in their end, they send players out screaming, and there's a turn and shoot, and if you miss, it's an icing. If you connect, it's a odd man rush off. And speaking of odd man rushes, no, this one evened up. Last minute of play, you heard the announcement there. So that if the pass does connect, you see it here, right? Everything stretch, trying to leak behind the D. Right? So there was a lot of goals like that scored against us. I wonder if this Winfield team watched that. There is a lot of scouting going on at this tournament, as you can imagine. I believe Braden DeGagne has watched every game. John Savage sharing some scouting report with us. Get up, Elliot. Get up. There he goes. Woo! 29 seconds to go in this period. Kerry Park up by 2. Batted down in front. You're allowed to do that to yourself. You're allowed to bat it down to yourself. The referee, you see him touch his hand to his heart to say, my mistake. You know what? We've had a couple of those against us. That's only the first one in their favor. So, and you know what? They're human beings too. He took immediate accountability. Oliver Scow having a word over there. I like that, as long as his words and trying to draw penalties. Wow. Okay. 21 seconds to go in this period. Really, that face-off should be no. He called it a covered. My apologies. That face-off is where it should have been. 16 seconds to go. Boy, Winfield's been hard on it here at the end. Ollie Scow might have leaked out back for a quick opportunity. 7 seconds ago. Did he draw a penalty? No, I thought he had Alexander Savage. Just ran out of space. He knows he's got little time. Oh, it's clear he scored, but I gotta be objective. It's clear to me the period had ended. I know my heart says it was on time, but it wasn't. And you know what? It doesn't hurt to have the puck go by the goalie like that. I think Elliot and that goalie are like, can you believe that period, man? We played that well, and there's 8 goals scored. But 6 by Kerry Park, 2 by Winfield, 6-4. How many big saves either way. I have to give credit to that Winfield goalie. Even with the goals we scored, it was because of tenacious puck support, great passing, players in position to catch those passes. Kerry Park playing their best hockey the last 17 minutes of that period, and not just based on the results. We've played good hockey up to this point. I've said that. We lost 9-2 and 8-2. When people could say that's a ridiculous statement, but not being results-oriented, being process-oriented, I think we played 2 really strong games. I thought we played a good first period here. I thought we played a bad first 3 minutes of the second. From there, we turned it around, and holy smokes, the floodgates open with 6 goals in 17 minutes, and I don't remember one of them that was bad. Couple of goals answered by Winfield, and going into the third period, Kerry Park has a 2-goal lead. Wow. On that note, there is something I've been waiting to do. I wanted to do this when we had a lead, and this is the first lead we've had. Of course, there's going to be people I miss out here, and if that happens to you and you want to be mentioned next time, let your representative here in Powell River know to shoot me a text or have a talk with me so that we can officially acknowledge you next time, because this Kerry Park community is bigger than the people on this side of the camera. The people have been with us all season watching from their homes, and we've cherished them as well, and we value them as well, and you guys add so much to the season. To that end, I'll start with the namesake of the channel. You're watching on Papa TV. Alan Hunt back in Ottawa with Yvonne. I'm sure you're enjoying this one. They've put 4 in on your grandson, but holy smokes, shouldn't that be more? I'm going to venture it should be double digits. Even if you take that last one back and say, okay, 3 good ones, how many could have gone into didn't? What a fun game this has been. And then the namesake of the Buddy Keene Broadcasting Center, from which I broadcast no matter where I go, Jim Roach out in Charlottetown. He's been taking in more hockey the last few games than Chris Cuthbert or Bob Cole back in the day. So hello, Dad. I'm sure you're enjoying this one too. But those aren't the only people watching. We got Ken and Susan watching Colton and the boys. And Margaret. We have Dave and Linda, of course, in Toronto. And Rick and Jean watching Brady. What a game he had yesterday, huh? And by the way, I want to go on the record. Oh, yeah. Elliot said he didn't agree with me on the call that where Brady, I said he embellished it to draw the penalty. Elliot said he thought it was just a clear penalty. So, it's the same here. So, glad I remember to clarify that. We have Jim and Colleen in Sudbury watching from, I understand, an igloo, a makeshift igloo. Clutch Campbell's supporting staff, Linda, Howard, and John, normally on this side of the camera. I know you guys are watching. I know you're watching. Miss you guys, but feel you guys. And then we got Krista and Dave, Donna Marine from Georgia. What are you guys doing in Georgia? Eating a peach, watch some Weston. I'm sure. Oh, does Quinn want to go on camera? Say hi to Krista and Dave, Donna Marine. Give a big wave. Oh, how nice is that? Oh, that's going to make your game. I got mom glowing over there, hanging out with some 25-year-old. Alexander, I don't know if Jun and Lucas are watching from Europe, but if you are, hello. Your house mom was sharing pictures of you young men at the team lunch. She's pretty proud of you guys and what you're accomplishing over there, academically and athletically. So look at that. You're famous in Canada. Almost there, buddy. We got Nana and Papa Reed watching in Winnipeg. Hello to you. Let's not forget, we want more at more. Uncle Dr. Phil, Auntie Beata, Grandma Lucy, welcome to you guys. I'll finish with Roger and Rita, enjoying that second period from Alexander Savage. Welcome to all you guys. We're so glad to have you on. And if you weren't mentioned, hang on. We got Papa, can you send that one more time? It came off the screen before I saw it, and that would be nice to announce out. If you could just send that same email again, the same email you just sent with the shot count. And then I'm going to get to the celebrity. Like, oh my God, it's just so better that. Why I never had that thought before. Like, what's it been right now? Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna wait and see if Papa resends that with the you know what? Hang on. This is pretty exciting here. I teased that we had a celebrity interview here. I found it, Papa. Don't worry. So shots on goal so far, 4. So that would be home. That would be us. So Kerry Park had, wow, that can't be right. Oh, Papa, you made a typo. You put period 1 shot on net. Did we really only have 1 shot on net in the first period? That's not possible, is it? 10. Yeah, I'm guessing the second number there was dropped. But okay, so Kerry Park has had 13 shots in the first period. Nope. Winfield has had 13 shots in the first period and 22 in that second. That makes sense because it felt like it, didn't it? So 35 shots total for 4 goals. Kerry Park undetermined in the first period, but 25 in that second alone. That's a game's worth. Shots on goal in the second period, 25-22 in the second period. That's a full game sometimes. So 25 shots for Kerry Park, 6 goals. Obviously, we didn't have any in the first. Not sure how many shots we had, but mid-30s for both teams. Very offensively active. Makes sense for what we've seen. You see some of the players over there with their helmets off, probably cooling off, trying to get some fresh air on their face. Keep it up, boys. We love you guys. Woo! Speaking of people we love. Oh, he saw you. Give him a big wave. We shift here from his brother's support to local celebrity and 2-time 2025-2026 champion, 3-time, if you count his Broadcaster of the Year award, Everett Gagne. So, Everett, it's been a little while since you joined us in the Buddy Keene broadcasting booth because you were busy first ending your regular season. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
We came in first. Port Alberni came in second. Peninsula third.
Carla.
JDF.
Thank you.
JDF fourth. and Admirals 5th. JDF and Admirals played for quarterfinals and playoffs.
So first of all, let's pause there. So at the end of the regular season, the first place team is given a banner. So you guys won the regular season banner. Kerry Park U11 Dev. Back to back. We won it last year with the first years on this team, and Everett's crew comes up behind us and locks it down again for Kerry Park. Good job, buddy. And then, yeah, playoffs.
And then for quarterfinals, Admirals and JDF played to see who's going to be in 4th because.
Oh, because they were tied.
Yes, because Admirals and JDF were tied, but JDF was already like placed in 4th, so they were seeing who was in 4th and who's 5th.
Okay.
JDF won, so Admirals won. Admirals were out of playoff because last game.
You're wondering what the cheering is. Some of the players are on the bench in anticipation of the puck drop. And I think the coaches probably said something like, if you're going to play like that, you don't need to hear anything from us. Go out and cool off.
The team that is in 5th place, they get kicked out of the playoffs because that's last.
So it's top 4.
Yeah. And then for semifinals, we played JDF and we won, so we went to finals. And that same day.
What was the score against JDF? I was there, but I forget.
Can't remember.
Do you know why we were there? Do you know why we were there? Yeah, we're supporting you, buddy. You put on a clinic. Who else? And then you made the finals, right? The championship game against Peninsula, who's a strong team.
Birdie played the same day.
Yes.
So Bernie was out.
Yep.
So we played Peninsula and won.
Woo!
And we won, I think, no.
Well, you know what?
7.
Before you get to that, it was shot. And I was standing with local goaltending legend and Kerry Park alumni and goaltending coach Leighton Williams. And boy, did I enjoy watching the game with him because he was able to break down all the wonderful things you were doing. And you also had Colby Robertson there watching you, right? Your buddy Colby Robinson. Anybody from Kerry Park will know who he is. He's the let's say the Connor Bedard of our junior B team, right? No? Thank you. And water if it's free. Coffee blast. Thank you.
Pretty sure it's junior A.
Oh, you're right. I apologize. It's junior A.
That was a couple years ago.
And they had a nice ceremony for him and everything. And fresh off of that, he came out and he's following you end to end, wasn't he?
I also got to take a photo on the ice with him. With a photo that I made for him. And then
Didn't the photo say thank you for being my best friend or something like that? Yeah. We still got a couple minutes here.
and during our regular season, we won 1 bronze medal and 2 gold medals, 1 in JDF, 1 in time, and then the bronze was in Richmond.
That is an incredibly successful season. You know, I can't say this because my son's the goalie on this team, but I can quote a lot of people say it all starts with goaltending. What's your goaltending partner's name?
Lincoln Thompson.
Lincoln Thompson, Everett DeGagne, and the whole U11 dev team. Anything you want to say to people been asking, where's your little buddy Everett? We miss Everett. That's where he is. He's off winning championships, baby. Thank you for coming in. I know people are going to love seeing this. What do you think of this game so far?
Go Islanders.
Go Islanders. Thank you.
We need to break the record for followers and watching.
We're only at 22.
Well,
I say only because we've gotten so high sometimes. We've been up high 30s sometimes.
Yeah, I think we got like 30.
So generous of you. Thank you. Generous of that young man to come and donate his time to us, knowing that people tune in just hoping to get a little reprieve from me to see that young man. Woo! All right, 30 seconds. A puck drop here in the third. I don't know if it's coming through the camera. I bet it is. You can feel the excitement in the building if you're here. You can tell the way that second period went. This one's far from over. Normally, I would not enjoy or might not approve or whatever the word would be of Kerry Park coming out on the bench to cheers like that. But in a Provincials experience like this, I absolutely think that is good for team culture and good and productive to help the team have the right attitude. Jackson Reed coming from 40 feet behind still comes and gets the puck freed. Where'd who go? Oh, I don't know. Oh, we are shorthanded. I did not realize Oliver Scow in the box for another minute 22 here. He must have gotten a penalty. Oh, you know what? When he was talking at the end of that period, I wonder if he had been assessed a penalty. There's 50 seconds gone. Yeah, it was at the end of the period. Woo! Gotta remember these kids are 11 and 12. Hard to believe. Why does it smell so good? Oh my gosh. My executive producer bought me a coffee. Oh, leave it open, please, because it'll be colder. Cool off faster. Thanks so much. Mentioned it's early here. Do you want to be on camera for Papa giveaways? Lots of cameos here. People that are normally camera shy, willing to get on camera. Must be season ending Provincials tournament for that to be the case. Lots of treats for the people watching. Lots of treats for us. That said, we're losing viewers. I think that's just the broadcaster. Oh, I think that shot might have gone off Colton Knight, or maybe it was just a whiff. Yeah, we're giving up too many chances here. That one goes wide right. Oh, I forgot we're on short. I apologize. I got to tune in here. We're on the PK. It's understandable. Yes! One hopper held right at the end of the period, penalty ending. That's why I cheered. I was hoping Elliott had the game awareness to hold on to that and not play it. I think 5-on-5, he looks for a way to get that out of his glove to his player because that's as good as winning a face-off. But the penalty had just expired, so you want to allow the coaches to set the lines and get everyone set up on the 5-on-5. So should have never doubted them. These kids know so much what's going on down there. Winfield center has to step out of the face-off circle. The game possession nonetheless, nicely defended there again. Is that, yep, Finley Dion again, taking away a really dangerous chance there. There's a man alone in front. Led to this chance too. Oh, just not on this, just barely off the stick of Jasper Smith. That's McKinnon with it. Digs it out, passes in front to Smith, and it's in! It's in the net! It's in the net! I was the first to know because I was closer to the net. That one traveled like sound through the sky. What a strange goal. Yes, I do. Thank you. Woo! You're making a push for player of the game. What an amazing sequence of events. Major puck luck in that one. You got to be good to be lucky. And these three were good. McCamey, McKinnon, and Smith down there. Finley Dion starting it all, stopping a really good scoring attempt at one end, leading to a charge at the other. And the puck took a funky bounce 3 times in a row to bounce into the right passing area, to bounce into a shot, to bounce off of the goalie's equipment. Woo! Yeah, they just gave the assist to Weston, but I mean, McCamey was down there. Dion definitely touched it. There's other people involved, but they're calling it Jasper Smith from Weston McKinnon. But what I'm calling it is the 7-4 goal here with 17-11 to go now. Brady might have an opportunity here. It's not a clean breakaway as Oliver Scout support. Nicely defended, so he shoots. Turns into a pass off pad off a nice blocker save. This Winfield goalie today has been amazing, but he's been forced again and again to make more than one consecutive save to keep the goal out. That was a good hard puck battle there, but in reaching around, Brady Williams was assessed a tripping penalty. So Kerry Park going to the box for 2 minutes, number 3, 4-2, 4 hooking at that point in the game. This Winfield goalie is playing as good as a goalie can play to have saves only go in as goals after. That happens sometimes. You have 3 or 4 really nice saves that end up being a goal anyways, and you almost think, well, you might the first one might as well have gone in then. But it's a goaltending clinic down there, and I know I'm repeating myself, but again, how many of these teams are going to make it here without solid goaltending, right? So you heard me say it to Everett. I mean, you can't win just because of good goaltending. But you can't win without good goaltending. So you're going to have a collection of good netminders here, and we've seen it so far. That Whitehorse goalie, what a game she had. Holy smokes. I spoke to my to Elliot, one of Elliot's goaltending coaches, Bryce Roach, and he confirmed that was a incredible performance by her yesterday, especially early in the game. If you remember, that game was just 4-1 at the second intermission, and then 2 quick goals off a power play and an absolute corner snipe. And Hunter Campbell, oh my God, those first 2 periods, well, the whole game, but those first 2 periods, I mean, without either of those goaltenders, that game would have been gone the other way, right? And then allows the 2 teams to compete, and in any given game, like if we played Whitehorse again, I could see it being 8-2 for us. I really could, So good goaltending performance, great players. That's just the way it shook out. And then we're seeing it here again today. 40 seconds ago in the power play. I don't know. Am I allowed to ask her to move? Sorry, I'm like, that's rude, but like,
Nope, not rude.
the whole camera was tilted. Actually, wait.
Yes.
What a polite young lady you raised, Jim and Colleen. She didn't mind at all. Oh, this is even better. Now you get to see her. She's getting a massage. Erica Hansen, local treasure. And from what I'm told from a student in her class, an unbelievable teacher. Dad, I'm not just saying this because she's Hammy's mom. She is such a great teacher. That's a quote. Weston McKinnon in here pressing the play, allowing Silas Lagagna a chance to make a play on the zone exit. Winfield does get by, though, as Colton Knight just perfectly places his body to block out one player, then a second, then a third. You might hear the goalie stick banging on the ice behind me as Kerry Park's penalty is coming to an end. Oh, Brady Williams back on the ice right now. 5-on-5, long shot. Hold it again, Elliot. Just like the last one. Allow the coaches to gather the players they want to put on the ice in the combination they want at this point. Woo! Sometimes I'm not going to call that an easy save. I couldn't make it. But not the most challenging save he's going to have to make today. Is sometimes the best ones, as you see the IQ on display, which, as you know, if you watch this, never ceases to amaze me. These players all over the ice, how much they understand things. Woo! Save made there, puck in a dangerous spot, but makes its way to a safer one as Winfield still continues to push here. Roach with another slot save like early in the game. Nicely supported by who else? Cole Wakeland. He gets it out into neutral ice. Very offside by Winfield's going to allow Finley Dion to turn and exit the zone. He continues his good game here. Both these two. Speaking of hockey IQ, right? Cole Wakeland, right on cue, right on IQ. Speaking of IQ, I think that joke was small brain. There, did I do it right, kids? Uh-oh, number 5. Don't like this. I promise you, that's louder in person. Well played, Elliot. Well played. That's just a beautiful goal. So it's exactly what he did the first time when he scored, the second time when he didn't, and this time I thought Elliott had it again, but this time he came up with a really nice backhand razor miracle finish for the goal. Well, miracle might be strong. Magical finish. Little chess game going on between those two. We'll see what happens if number 5 gets another power play. If I were him, I'd fake that whole thing. Oh my gosh, I hope Weston's okay. Don't argue that, young man. Oh, don't argue that. Don't argue that. That was dangerous. Way to be, Weston. He's clearly okay. You know, they're going to call that two minutes in this game situation. But I mean, you line up a guy's head with your elbow, you push him down, you pin his head against the boards. I didn't like that at all, but it's nice to see Weston McKinnon right back up and into the play. All right, so Kerry Park to a power play. 2 minutes, 13:20 seconds, 27 to go in his third period, up by 2. Zariski smartly resists the temptation to go D to D, forces it down low instead. McKinnon's still out there. He digs it free. Jasper Smith, quick on the defensive support. Gets the puck back to McCabe. He throws it at the net. Save made. Good hustle, Jasper. Oh, we have a celebrity here joining us today. NHL Commissioner Bettman, Gary Bettman here, taking in the Provincials. Oh my God, Connor McDavid's here in the stands today. What do you think, Connor? I think Kerry Park is a really good team, and they deserve to be doing better than 0-2. But let's see if they can take this one, put it at 1-2, and come back this afternoon and give 110%, play the same way. Thank you, Connor McDavid, for joining us here. A minute and a half to go in the power play. Oh, Weston McKinnon gets free. What a nice shot that was. You saw he had a little bit of net there. Oh, the puck almost found him again. Winfield again with good active sticks, breaking up passing attempts. Just a step offside, just a step offside. Good job by these 3 forwards. Well, that was Zariski carrying the puck. I thought it was Jasper Smith. It might have been, but it was just a step offside. McKinnon with a real good chance down there. Good hard work creating it. I'm going to say it. I think the last 25 minutes of this game is the best hockey we played this season. Yeah, I like that decision. Zariski was there, but he had number 5 right on top of him. And if that puck came to him, he'd be in the battle for it in a dangerous spot. Just swallow it up, take the face off. Minute 4 to go in the power play. 7-5. This game far from over. We all know it. 12:31 to go. Oof. Paul Wakeland wins the draw. Supported by Drinksy back to DeGagne. DeGagne coming up. Backhand to Jackson Reed. Good communication from Drinkwater. Jackson backhands a shot to Drinksy, who gets it up to Cole Wakeland. Again, good defense by Winfield. Jackson Reed responding to his teammate's voice. I was going to say tape to tape. It was tape to voice, tape to text. You've heard a voice to text. It was tape to text. Oh, wow. Nice little casual redirect by Roach. It's like how, hang on, 4 seconds ago. It's like how Josh McCamey is dad at home and coach on the bench. Elliott's Elliott at home and Roach on the ice. Nice redirection there by Winfield's goalie. Angling it to the corner. Uh-oh. Back to even strength. Yes! Oh, salute! Whistle! I swear, when I yelled whistle, I thought it was covered. That's why I'm laughing. I know how that looks. And as I yell whistle, the puck came loose. I think we're at 2-2. I think we're at 2-2, Cheryl. It's even now. We faced a couple of quick whistles. That one might have gone to help us out there. Absolutely beautiful move on the zone entry by number 5. Well defended, but that was That was a gorgeous illusion of the defender. And at that point, it was just mano a mano with Roach. Roach up to the task, makes the save. Oh, nice. Nice support from Alexander Savage. Digs it out from missed amongst a few bodies. Winfield definitely pressing the play here, which, they're going to be desperate for goals, and that's going to leave us counterattack opportunities, hopefully. Whoa, through two bodies. Alexander Savage and William Hamilton doing what they're supposed to do, getting in front of that shot, but somehow it avoided both of them, matrix style or reverse matrix style. And you see Elliott there. He's feeling it. He's feeling it. He's showing it too. That was a very impressive save. Good job, young man. I just got word from your dad that he's very proud of the way you're playing. Oh, no call there. Colton Knight hit hard into the boards. Late call on the interference. So the arm didn't go up, but the call was made in the official's head. I could see that happening too, right? He watched and he said, okay, when they touched, oh no, it's both. It's back and forth. That's why. Okay, it's offsetting. They're both getting technicals for 2 minutes. So good look at number 5 there. His name's Valier or Valier, depending on what pronunciation he goes with. Vernon, probably Valier, but we have viewers in Quebec and Ontario, so I'll go with the traditional Valier. So those two on the bench, William Hamilton for Kerry Park. I don't like seeing him in the box. We don't want to lose him ever, but he'll be off for 2 minutes. So they'll come back on first whistle after about 8:18 to go. 5-on-5 hockey until then. Ooh. Nice positioning by Dion to be exactly where Winfield's going to want to put that puck. So when they did, he got it, cleared it out. I think this might be the best game of Dion's career as well. I've had the privilege of watching him for 3 years now. McCamey calling for a hand pass. None coming. I didn't see it, but you know what? If I had a free bet, I would call, as smart as that kid is, I would say it was a hand pass. I think it's more likely the Lineys were mistaken than him. Yes. Yes. Shooter was going left, wanted to go right. Roach took that away. Roach did expose himself up high, I thought. The shot went up high. Good decision. But because of being forced to make that adjustment off his original intent, he was able to force a missed shot, in my opinion. Nice play by McKinnon down there to work his way down to be first on the puck. Keep it up, Weston! You know what? There's a lot of kids out there having what feels like their best games to me. And McKinnon's one of them. 9:02 to go, 7-5 Kerry Park. Tricky little play there. Not surprisingly, kind of ends up in a battle for the puck possession. Boy, Winfield's good at streaking too, aren't they? Calling for a penalty. There's no penalty there, but the arm's up for an offside. Back onside now. That's Duke Drinkwater with it left. Nice try by Duke to veer out left and open up the slot to be wide open for just Cole Wakeland. That's exactly what happened. But when he tried to get the pass through, it was well defended by Winfield. Didn't get to his teammate. Good vision out there, though, by Duke Drinkwater. Drew the defender in towards him, away from Wakeland. Wakeland in the middle of the ice here all alone, but the pass didn't make it over to him. Woo! It's been a thirsty game here. This one's lemon and lime. So I feel like I'm getting 2 for 1. You know what I mean? It's like half price water. I don't know what's worse, that it wasn't funny at all, or that made me laugh. Brady's so good in a phone booth, as they say, that I didn't move the camera. I knew he'd be coming back in. Clears out now as Brady lost his stick. We battling to get it back. Oliver Scott putting nice back pressure. No, he wasn't even looking. He's going by the sound of it. Sorry, that's me off camera. Okay, you see Winfield emptied their net for the extra attacker on the delayed call against Brady Williams. I think it looked to me like Brady came in with a lot of speed and the official moved. Hang on. We'll have time to break that down. Kerry Park trying to touch the puck. Contact there, not deemed possession or by Kerry Park, perhaps. That would be, yep. Okay, so whistle finally goes for the penalty. I'm going to finish my thought because I think Williams went in to play the puck hard, put himself in perfect positioning. Not even sure he made any kind of consequential contact. The official was pirouetting at that moment. I think responded to the big crash because it looked like his back was turned. At any rate, call was made. Williams off. Did he draw a penalty earlier? He took a penalty. All he needs now is to score one for the Brady Williams hat trick, but more central to this game right now. 7.5 to go, nursing a 2-goal lead. Kerry Park to the PK. Nice save by Roach from down low. One-timer by Winfield. Cover that up, buddy. You could see why the official blew the whistle there, but again, it's definitely to the benefit of Kerry Park. Save made by Roach. Rebound came out. He went to cover it. Puck knocked loose for the corner, though. Hopefully, Kerry Park could take advantage of that puck luck by winning this draw and clearing the zone. Jackson Reed does that. Gets it to Gagne. Spins and turns. Well positioned by the Winfield player. Puck deflected on the way to the net. Oh my gosh, there's been so many dangerous opportunities today. Some buried, some cleared, some saved. Jackson Reed with possession, not offside. Gets a good chance off shorthanded. He's going to also get back in the play. Nice wall of white back there. Leading to a peripheral shot. Still a nice save by Roach, but give the 3D there. The 3 defenders, not the 3D, the 3 Kerry Park players credit for that save. The 4 of them working in concert to earn a face-off in their end. Another chance to win a draw and clear off some time from the minute 6 remaining. Woo! How good is this game? That's not body contact? Yes, it is, right? Okay, the arm didn't go up. Again, the arm didn't go up. I leaned out past it. The arm didn't go up, but the call was made. That was clearly a penalty, so credit the official. So what I thought had happened earlier actually happened this time, where he just kept his eyes on the play, didn't put his arm up, but when Winfield touched the puck, he blew the whistle. 6.5 to go. We're going to have 4-on-4 for a minute. And then Kerry Park will have a minute of power play. Woo! It's one of those games I don't want it to ever end, but I want it to end right now. Nice. You can see number 5 there trying to take the game into his own hands. You know, he's the team leader here. It's clear. Got a good shot off. Nice save by Roach. They're going to call the follow-through on that interference. Just keep playing the right way, Silas. Just keep playing the right way, buddy. Sorry, I lost myself in the passion here. I shouldn't have said anything, especially considering I turned away from the play. Once the puck was released, I shifted my focus to the goalie, so there may have been something after the play, but up to that point, it had been perfect. Jackson Reed, 3-on-4 penalty kill here. So it's be 4-on-3 for Winfield for 30 seconds. All right. So they actually called it body checking. So now it's more believable. I didn't see it, but if they're calling it for body checking, that's a good chance. All right, 4-on-3 continues here for 2 more seconds. Let's go, Brady! Now we have Brady Williams out of the box, so we have 4-on-4 for 55 seconds. And Winfield will have a truncated 14-second power play after that. Bail him out, Elliot. That's it. Woo! Okay, whistle blew for an icing. I think that was, yeah, because it is 4-on-4. So it is an icing. Liney Morant, I mean, there, I love to see that. Well, the team says, good job, buddy. Those guys have bailed him out all season, especially the player there. I mean, hundreds and hundreds of times. Least that he can do is return the favor with one save. All right, so we're 4-on-4 for 36 seconds, 5 minutes to go in the game. 7-5, Kerry Park. Dion in a battle for the puck down there. Both players 6 tied up, so he uses his skates. Nice little deft backhand pass by McKinnon along the boards. Takeaway again, though, by Winfield. Off the outside of the post and out. You could see number 7 standing in front of Roach from his body language. It was very clear to me he never saw that shot. He was hugging that post. But it went post and out. They are sure good at creating these little one-time slappers from down low in the slot. Roach equal to the task again this game. He must be getting close to 7 to 10 saves just on shots like that alone. So Winfield player out of the box. We're at 5-on-4 for 10 seconds. Yes. Get that out. Get that out. Okay, at least we have neutral zone possession. You see the Gagne coming back on. 5-on-5 hockey here. Nursing a 2-goal lead with 4 minutes to go. Hopefully these guys shift. I've talked about it. That was offside, but got let go. So hopefully it works for us. A nice shot by McKinnon, knowing he had McCamey in front, and the rebound might come to it just like it almost did. Not quite. Dion with it. Turns, allows his team time to clear the zone and gets it back. What a beautiful little piece of work by Finley Dion as he goes to the bench. I'm telling you, I think this is the best game that kid has played. All right. Number 7 leading the rush. He's at the end of his shift, so he passes and goes off. The pass went back to him. We had 4-on-1, and then why was the puck given away? Nice save by Roach. Woo! Defense first, boys. It looks like we are getting gaps and players loose back off screen deep because Winfield's pushing forward, so it's leaving space back here. So yes, a counterattack goal might be the dagger at this point, but we must defend first and counterattack from there. And we're kind of leaving ourselves open here and there. So let's lock it down on the back end first. 1 man deep, 4 men back. It was touched, but on this side of the red line, so that is an icing. Be back in our end, but you know what? Every second that goes off that clock is in Kerry Park's favor. 195 seconds to go. Oh, no one math checked me on that. Oh boy, I hope Erica didn't hear that. 185 seconds to go. I carried the 1, not the 2. Oh my gosh. Left pad save, butterfly save. Wow, from down low again. The wow is me breathing. I'm so nervous. Oh, that was dangerous. Stay 7-5, 2:44 to go. We shouldn't be giving up 3-on-2s at this point. Wakeland gathers. Gets it the right way. That's right. Don't shoot it back to the point. Smart hockey play by Cole Wakeland. What else would you expect? Drinkwater leaves it for Zariski. Gets it towards the net. Intercepted by Winfield. You can see the sinking behind thing I was talking about. Well defended, though, so that their players touch up to stay on side. Nice shot. Goes low under the glove of Roach, but hits the post and stays out. We're approaching the 2-minute point here of the third period. We just hit it now. Up and off the glass and out. Good smart play down there by Landon Zariski. Roach doesn't panic. Plays in the flow of the game. I would have held that for a face-off because I'm a nervous wreck up here. He's reading the play. He plays it up to Hamilton. Team to have enough possession that it's not offside. So he's going to carry it down. Alexander Savage, aware of the situation, covers for Hamilton. No bigger time than now to have people back. Good job by Savage. That's the little things that go unnoticed. And then look at that perfect switch. Savage back down as a forward. Hamilton back at his D position. Puck down behind their goal line, exactly where we want it. Oliver Scout stepping up to keep it in the slot to Alexander Savage. He backhands a pass to Brady Williams. His shot attempt stopped. Comes out to Scout. Puck bouncing around. Savage down on his belly trying to get up and get back. Oliver Scout's got wheels. He'll get back as we approach last minute of play in the third period. Dernière minute à jeu dans la troisième période. Excited fans leaning over the railing the whole way down. The whole way down. Two elbows all the way down, leaning forward, cheering. Oliver Scow, very smart. Empty net, taking icing there. That's fine. Good smart play by him. Not only is she right, she's right to the second. Because it's 44.4. That we're one up on you there. But you had two as well. What am I doing getting in arguments with parents on the other team? But isn't that just hockey bias in a nutshell? How about those whistles when the puck was loose in your end? Yeah. And we've had the last three, and you had the first two. But it's why both fan bases leaving arenas saying all those calls went against us. The ref was cheering for the other team. Anything more clichetic of that in hockey? 40 seconds ago, 7-5 lead, empty net for Winfield. "25 seconds to go. Roach settles it down for Hamilton. He turns and shoots with 17 seconds to go. Number 17 misses by a bit. Kills a few more seconds. 11 and 12 years old. Hard not to see that big yawny net down there, but what you really want to do is just gain that blue line, then gain the other blue line, then take it from there. That said, modern hockey coaching, I think, is to go for the goal. Because if you miss, it's an icing and it kills some seconds. And if it goes in, it is that aforementioned dagger. And there you see the hockey IQ of William Hamilton as he takes the puck and swallows it on the boards. Lets the last few seconds of this game kick off. Perry Park is going to celebrate exuberantly. They fought hard for 3 games. They finally got the win. They deserve this. I feel it myself here. They've come a long way. They played hard. They suffered 2 defeats in their first 2 games. Goosebumps here for the cameraman. Breaking out in freckles even. The camera, look at the camera's crying. Camera, it's okay, camera. Don't cry, camera. Camera, it's okay. It's just 1 win. There we go. Camera got it back together. Wow. Well, what an exciting game. I know if you came back after the first 2 games being lost, that you came back for this one. I wanted to wait, was it in the books to say spiritual captain of the team, number 11, Xavier Rasuljakovic. I mentioned him on the earlier roster, but let's end with that. On the whistle of the player acknowledgements. Elliot Roach, game of your life, young man. Jackson Reed, game of your life. Jasper Smith earning the human intangible. Oliver Scow, when he was out of the box, was unbelievable. You see Hunter Campbell celebrating as he goes off. William Hamilton, Well-earned young men. I think they should celebrate every second of this. When you come and play a game like a tournament like this, you can't count on winning. You have to enjoy every moment of the experience to the best of your ability. And if they went off all sad because they're 1-2, I'd say, no, you should go off cheering like you won the cup, and they are. You see Quinn McKinnon collecting sticks over there. Hopefully those are Westons, and they're going to the same car. He doesn't have a goalie stick over there, does he?
I'm just saying, I stand here, I feel like I want to be your color. I'm like,
Oh, please. Do it now. Do it now. Start us off. Start us off.
and then I'm like, yes. And then, well, the story is, well, Elliot's just finished his eye therapy. Look how well that's like. And then you're like, literally like, Jasper, he's been, whatever, you start telling stories about all of this.
Oh, Elena. Eliza, can we see your sign too? Yes? Okay. We'll get Olive's back on there as well. We've already seen Olive's, still just as beautiful. And then Eliza's we hadn't seen. Oh my gosh, girls. Well, we have a late entry here. Our first three-way tie for fan of the game. Eliza Zariski,
I don't know.
Penny Scow off camera, and Olive Williams. Girls, that's very nice to support your brothers like that. Let's end on their signs. We'll see you at the next game later today, this afternoon.